perfectly with this map because that tour de force is really good for those long angles, and Ascent just doesn't match that. It has a few.
She's now the last one standing in a 1v5 situation. The team just picked apart out towards mid. Yari obviously finding that first. Lynette able to get some damage done. The turret did quite a bit of damage. On top of that, the incendiary. Oh my goodness. Okay, Lynette, 3 on the round now, looking for the ace. It would take the ace to clutch this out. Has a nano swarm to play with. Unfortunately, that chamber just around the corner. She's completely corralled here in this position. Finds the fourth. The orbital strike. She needs to get out of dodge. She's got 10 HP and a dream. The spike in hand. And Azula, if she plants, she has her ult.
If she can get this plant down in 10 seconds, she's gonna have that lockdown on board, and that's gonna delay it. She's able to play these post-plant positions, and that's gonna force 2Cream to have to push this angle. This is getting super close. The drop down comes through, and the ace to clean it out. Lynette going huge on that round. When all of it looked desperate and all of it was gonna fall apart, you knew who to count on, and Lynette takes it through, Tanner.
Oh my God! Lynette! Only having a sheriff doesn't make this the most fair round. As Kakashi's able to get one back. No way. Key picks up 2 with said sheriff. And now it does seem to be going back the way of the defenders. It's Maddie. Heckin' smokes. The Phantom in hand. Finds 1. 2 more just around the corner. That's the weapon in hand as the flash comes through. The sheriff shots just don't land. And it's a sheriff and a Vandal that he's got to fight against. Could he go clutch once more? No, he can't. It's Key for 3. And it's the defenders for 5. Extra piece. That being the spike, that being the clock. As the Cosmic Divide subsides, there is a pinch on the site. Maddie gonna pick up 1. Kakashi just continues to rip through as the nano swarms, trying to do their best. Lynette trying to stay alive. Kakashi trying to stick it and now needs to back away. And it's Lynette to go clutch again.
And it stands strong for the defenders, and it's just going to be called out. They don't have anywhere to go in that lockdown, forcing them off a B site. With 50 seconds, you have to make a lot of decisions.
Oh! Froyo, the Empress, comes flying across mid. It takes 2 shots, but Yari will dethrone. Now Key looking for something extra out towards mid as well, and we'll see if he can find Mr. Spoopy before Mr. Spoopy finds him. Playing in that Sabrosa position. Now the head spotted. The red hair. The weapon swap is picked up in Froyo. The weapon goes in the hands of Key, and it finds a kill. His Sundown gonna miss a shot. I think landed on Yari for damage to the body. So it's a 3v3. The blades are still available. We'll see if Sundown is still going to hang on to those as Yari continues to take damage. I mean, it's 1 HP on the chamber, but he's staying alive, and that's the most important thing. As Key will finally fall. Lynette rotates over towards the A site, and now trying to claim her new domain. As 2Krem able to find the kill onto Sundown, who is already lower HP. Now the orbital strike queued up, tossed out towards Lynette. Here comes the leap, and 2Krem. Oh my goodness, it's low HP. 2Krem somehow. The turret, no way! Lynette does it again for 4. Has the time, and we're 1 round away from being knotted up. But there were a couple of moments there, Arctic, where the defense looked like they were onto something.
Yeah, yep. And now they have to sit through this eco, which allows them to, you know, gather some ult orbs, see if they can bring in a few more ults into the next round. Prime's looking to find an opening, and he does on Courage, looking for the Viper, which they know is sitting in sight. And there we go. Prime with 2. 2v3 for the attackers. The attackers are just now getting the spike planted. We have a chamber sitting in B main, now along with Jet. Sky is low, so this is doable, but dealing with this flank is going to be the key. Prime's still trying to look for them. Hydrillion is 1 shot.
Punjabi just doubled him up!
Oh. There's no other way that, like, you really wanted that round. They were fighting for it, they're fighting for it, and then for that to happen, the demotivation that just ensues.
Oh,
Courage was able to make up for it a little bit, but I would like to see some more team play when it comes to these aggressive peaks from the defense, because they can make them. They just got to be ready for it. And now we're seeing the attackers lean towards A. Punjabi with the op. That Viper wall again going very deep. Punjabi does not hit the shot.
No, that's one that you wish you had back, but he goes through the Cloudburst Arctic, picks up the kill onto Yoko. Doesn't really slow things down. That spike just marches its way on, courtesy of the toxic screen. That's a good kill to have here. In your retake, being a player ahead, Punjabi gonna have to slow down for just a bit as he goes for the next peek, and it's Tremble's taken down. Now a Hunter's Fury going across the site as Courage looks to find Civ, but he will escape unscathed from the Hunter's Fury, but maybe not from the rest of what this team has to offer. As he falls to the Ghost Prime, trying his best to duke it out here on the side, and he's still alive to dismiss, and 7 HP pulls out the classic, and now this 2v2 looking doable from the defense. They started a player down, excuse me, from the attack. They started a player down in Prime. He almost lets it slip away, but he clutches it out with 7 HP.
Any chance the attackers have it winning this round. Prime able to find one. Uses the dash to get close. He doesn't find the kill. Gobin turns around, takes his life, leaving. Okay. Well, now the attackers have the men advantage. 2 men advantage after Hydrillion's dog. Sox finds Courage in mid, so we're down to a 2v3. Some very odd positions. You have Tremble's able to find Hydrillion, but he doesn't know that Chamber is pushed up behind him. Punjabi's looking to see if he can find these kills, and he might be able to.
Oh, he's
the defenders.
a little slow, but he will always have that backstab mentality, right? They were just tunnels. Are they expecting somebody to be inside the tunnels? Recon Bolt going to reveal Punjabi. Bulldog gonna start barking, but it doesn't really have any bite to it. And that spike might be planted on the wrong side. Sox can just look to hop onto this one as Punjabi stomping on over. Sox gonna go for the hold. No, he hops off at half, and Punjabi clutches it out for a 3K.
Punjabi's positioning. Yeah, because the second pin were to walk in there, that's minus 30 HP, and then one classic right click, and you're dead.
My guy, thank you so much for chilling, brother.
So that position.
Thank you so much for chilling. I appreciate you. Thank you for playing earlier as well, dude.
Around. Now we saw the Ares being put to use by Rosie, and it wasn't able to find the collateral.
Yeah, thank you, Browson.
But the new Ares still usable. Still usable. So now the attackers getting ready to take this to the B site for the first time this game. Megalodon being the one to stop, and they know.
Oh. It's not hidden enough, unfortunately.
Attackers are going to try and commit to here.
I mean, it seems like they're full force ahead. The momentum was slowed down for a second because the Viper dies, but the resurrection bringing Lardine back on means that you get that toxic screen, you get that Viper utility, you can continue to push forward on this site. And well, Trick takes matters into his own hands, finding 2 kills before going down, but Dream is here, and now the odds are even once more. Dream will find a second on the round, and I mean, that on top of yellow position's been so strong for Dream. Unfortunately, Mad's not playing that same position. The low ground for that Jet, and a resurrection in response means we had 6 players alive on each team at one point, as Dream will find another. That's the spike to fall. And well, Lardine, where's the return on investment? You got resurrected earlier in the round. Now you have to give us something, and there's a couple of low health bars, and he could do just that. Gonna push through here. Decayed down, vulnerable as well. Dream low HP is Meg continues to toss out the Molotovs. If you can take care of the healthy Viper, you might just find the low HP Jet, but you're running out of time, Lardine. You have to make something happen. 10 seconds on the clock. Here comes the backstab. Dream goes down. He spots out Meg. Only 4 seconds on the clock. He looks to take the fight, and Lardine gets it done.
The res was 100% worth it, Tanner. Dream is the man to kill right now. 15 kills. Very able to secure 1 kill. He didn't need a gun, Tanner. He did not need a gun.
That is true.
Standing ahead.
Yeah, the attackers looking for a B take.
Went full Jet on it. Try to just play with the ult. And, well, Dream, speaking of Jets, Dream's been pretty darn good in this lobby. Finally, Lardine wins that fight, the high-low, and Meg does it again. Meg, they're on to you, Meg. They know, Meg. They're going to see your toesies. No, they're not. They're not going to see your toesies, and Meg goes good for 1, maybe 2. Meg goes undetected and takes down 2. Now Rosie left all by their lonesome in a 1v4. Has the spike, has the cam, knows that nobody's pushing, but I mean, what is going on? What a round by Meg. Arctic, it didn't work the first time, but they didn't expect her to do it again. Sight, it hasn't been a whole lot more than that. Speaking of the Viper, Lynette. It's wonky for sure. The economy.
Looks
This
like
time
we're gonna see the divide coming out and the run it back.
And the divide's a little bit further, so it allows for you to actually get on that side and get that plant safely. It's also harder to tell for the defense. Lynette doesn't really know when to go in. Now they understand that that spike is planted, but noise still muffled. 360 just on the opposite side of New Box here. And Prime, it's not Feltz this time. It's Prime on the flank, but he doesn't get anything. It's Kennedy to actually secure the kill from sight. As Prime falls, 360 follows, and the Empress is on. Kennedy really trying to steal this round back in the health bars. They're just so low. As Lynette pushes onto the opposite side of the wall, toe-to-toe with Juicy Lucy, who's low HP herself, but she's got the spray down and the transfer to boot.
Now we have Morgan alone in a 1v4 scenario. On the last round of half, they do have lockdown as they let off a nano swarm. They find the first kill onto 360. Are they going to be able to find it on Kennedy as both of them whiff? Oof. See what she's going to do as she's walking up to heaven. Prim holding this angle, watching it like a oh. Never mind. Closed off by a barrier orb. Still shift walking, wasting a lot of time. This is last of half. So we need to see something amazing come out here soon. But Kennedy ends up clearing the round with a really quick headshot. Unfortunate. It's hard to win those 1 versus 3 scenarios.
I like that. I like that. Kennedy dead opens up a lot for this attacking team. Like I said, Vision is starting to come online, and Feltz didn't have the angle. Vision does. He tries to play through the nebula smoke, and unfortunately, things don't go his way. And it's 5 kills in the last 2 rounds, but this is Juicy's angle. No, it's Vision's angle. Now Juicy falls. The B site completely opened up. Meanwhile, 4 players are on the B site, and Socks, oh, he's stinky with his cheese. He's stinky with his cheese. It almost slips out of his hands, but he's able to grab it back in. And Prime looking to go downtown with the judge. Unfortunately, you don't have enough shells, but the right click will close it out. And hey, you got 12 bullets in the Vandal. That might be enough. 7 left around the corner's Vision. And Prime didn't even get to see him, blinded by the headshot. And a 5th for the attack.
Stocks absolutely reeking of some Swiss cheese over there.
Yeah.
Putting holes in everybody's head as he works around those corners. He has the res up for this round, so they can continue to make these aggressive plays, and he can make it so trades go in their favor once again. But we actually see defense has guns on most of their players, so this round might be going very differently. As well as we have neural theft from
I hate you, Miss Rocky. I trusted you.
Out if they continue to default, just give him a corpse.
Tour de Force online, but it hasn't gotten the most value. We'll see how much you can get on the attacking side. Oh no, 360. Oh no, 360. Good one-way, and Vision able to find the kill through it. The wallbang headshot onto 360 finds the defense, a player down in the body, just out of reach from the Sage. That resurrection, not gonna get a whole lot, and a lot of noise out towards mid, and it's not about to stop anytime soon. All 5 players are here. Finally, we're starting to see somebody slip away out towards sewer, so they might look to crunch the A site, but Juicy Lucy might not allow it. Man, goes good for 1. Just can't secure the rest. She'd been so good earlier in this half. Feltz ratting it out, doing his best. Socks impression. Oh my God. Feltz goes good for 4. He kills just about everybody. And the spike is down in the worst possible spot. And guess what? Prime has not been noted. Mr. Fantastic has no idea where Prime is at right now. It's a 1v1. It comes down to this. Tour de Force, not needed. Prime will hear the plant, and there's no bodies here for the neural threat. Mr. Fantastic may be wary, but he can play with the trademark just above his head. Now he has to find the perfect angle. Prime also needs to clear out everything. Wary of a push from hell. Maybe hopping on the spike here. Mr. Fantastic. No, Prime will close it out, and that'll do it. 13-6, but the comeback. It was on the teeth, the tongue, the tip. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. That's what I meant to say.
A little bit of BM from Prime getting off that defuse for a moment afterwards. But yeah, Feltz came up huge in that round. Pulling 3 in heaven, I want to say.
Three, but yeah, you see Pro Mind
Bringing it down to that 1.